Did you know that according to the CDC's 2025 Sleep Health Report, more than 30% of adults over 60 experience chronic insomnia, and that this can also lead to a 20 to 30% higher risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even falls that result in injury? Poor sleep isn't just an annoyance. It can shorten your lifespan by up to 10 years, as NIH studies from 2023 have shown. And it can also make everyday tasks feel exhausting. But here's the good news. Many of these issues stem from common habits that you can fix. And American elders who have made simple changes report 20 to 40% better sleep quality, according to AHA and Sleep Foundation data from 2025. As we age beyond 60, our sleep cycles naturally shorten, and factors like medications or lifestyle can make it worse, so that waking up refreshed becomes rare. However, by identifying and breaking bad habits, you can reclaim restful nights, and this can also boost your energy, mood, and overall health. In this video, we'll count down 6 habits that are wrecking your sleep, backed by the latest 2025 research. The number 1 habit can increase nighttime wakefulness by up to 50%. Then we'll share how American elders fix them with practical, evidence-based tips that have helped millions. Imagine sleeping soundly through the night and waking up ready to enjoy your day. This could be your reality with these adjustments. Before we begin, here's an important disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only, and it draws from general research by organizations like the CDC, NIH, and AHA. It is not personalized medical advice. Always consult your doctor or a sleep specialist before making changes to your routine, especially if you have conditions like sleep apnea, heart issues, or are on medications that affect sleep. What works for one person might not suit another, and safety comes first. Now tell us in the comments below your age and where you're watching from. We're reading and replying to every single one. Which sleep habit do you think is holding you back? Share your thoughts. And if you're ready to improve your rest, hit that like button and subscribe for more senior health tips. Without any further ado, let's start the countdown with number 6, a habit that sneaks up on many of us in the afternoon. Starting our countdown at number 6, a habit that is wrecking sleep for many seniors is consuming caffeine late in the day, such as in coffee, tea, or soda after lunch. And this can also linger in your system longer as you age. Caffeine is a stimulant that blocks sleep-promoting chemicals in the brain so that it can make falling asleep harder and reduce overall rest quality. A 2023 study in Contemporary Clinical Trials Communications found that caffeine can reduce total sleep time by 45 minutes and sleep efficiency by 7%, with an increase in sleep onset latency of 9 minutes. Additionally, a 2024 article from SciPost noted that even a late coffee can keep your brain in a more activated state during sleep, and this effect is stronger in older adults, according to NIH research from 2020. For seniors over 60, where metabolism slows, caffeine's half-life can extend to 8 hours or more, leading to 20 to 30% more nighttime awakenings, as per Sleep Foundation data from 2024. Scientifically, caffeine competes with adenosine, a molecule that builds up during the day to signal tiredness, so that it delays your natural sleep drive and can also cause fragmented rest, which leaves you groggy the next morning. Let me share about Barbara, a 72-year-old book club enthusiast who enjoyed her afternoon coffee, but struggled with tossing and turning at night. She realized that this habit was the culprit after tracking her sleep, and making a change helped her feel more rested. American elders fix this by switching to decaf options or herbal teas like chamomile afternoon, as recommended by the National Council on Aging in 2025. You can also set a caffeine cutoff at 2 p.m., and this can improve sleep onset by 15 to 20%. But number 5 is a modern habit that is even more disruptive to your rest. Coming in at number 5, using screens before bed, such as scrolling on your phone, watching TV, or checking emails, is a habit that wrecks sleep by suppressing melatonin and keeping your brain alert. The blue light from devices mimics daylight, so that it tricks your body into thinking it is still daytime, and this can delay your sleep cycle. A 2025 study in Frontiers in Psychiatry found that each additional hour of screen time in bed is linked to a 59% higher risk of insomnia symptoms and 24 minutes less sleep per night. Additionally, a 2025 article from Healthline reported that bedtime screen use can worsen sleep quality by 20 to 30% in older adults. And the Sleep Foundation's 2025 data shows that 2 or more hours of evening screen time disrupts the melatonin surge needed for deep rest. Scientifically, blue light inhibits melatonin production in the pineal gland, which can also increase alertness and reduce REM sleep so that you wake up feeling less refreshed, especially in seniors where natural melatonin levels are already lower. Henry, a 68-year-old retiree who binged-watched shows late at night and suffered from chronic fatigue, he discovered that this screen habit was to blame, and adjusting it transformed his mornings. American elders fixed this by creating a screen-free wind-down routine, such as reading a physical book or using blue light filters if needed, as suggested by the American Academy of Pediatrics and NCOA in 2025. You can also power down devices 1 hour before bed, and this can boost melatonin by 20 to 30% for better slumber. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips coming every week, and you don't want to miss the next one. Now, number 4 involves your daily routine that throws off your internal clock. At number 4, an irregular sleep schedule, like going to bed at different times each night or napping sporadically, is a habit that wrecks your sleep by confusing your body's internal clock after 60. This disrupts circadian rhythms so that it can also lead to 20 to 30% more fragmented rest and daytime fatigue, according to a 2025 study from the Sleep Research Society. A 2024 report in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that inconsistent bedtimes increase insomnia risks by 25 to 35% in older adults, and that this can also heighten chances of cognitive decline over time. Scientifically, varying sleep times mess with melatonin production and hormone balance, which can also weaken immunity and mood regulation in seniors whose natural rhythms already slow with age. Consider Martha, a 69-year-old retiree from Michigan who varied her bedtime watching late TV, leading to constant grogginess. She realized the chaos was the issue after a sleep diary, and fixing it transformed her days. American elders fix this with a consistent bedtime routine, as endorsed by the National Sleep Foundation in 2025. Aim for the same sleep and wake times daily, even weekends. Wind down with dim lights, reading, or light stretches an hour before bed, avoiding stimulants. This can improve sleep efficiency by 15 to 25% within weeks. Track with an app for accountability. But number 3 involves what you eat close to bedtime. Number 3 is heavy evening meals, like large dinners with rich foods or eating late, which can wreck sleep by causing indigestion and acid reflux that keeps you tossing after 60. This overloads digestion during rest so that it can also spike blood sugar and disrupt deep sleep stages by 20 to 30% per a 2024 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. A 2025 report from the Sleep Medicine Reviews Journal linked late, heavy eating to 25 to 35% higher risks of nighttime awakenings in seniors. Scientifically, big meals trigger more stomach acid and slow gastric emptying, which can also lead to discomfort that interrupts REM cycles essential for recovery in older bodies. Take Richard, a 66-year-old engineer from Arizona who ate big pasta dinners late, suffering heartburn that ruined his nights. Tracking meals revealed the pattern, and lighter eating fixed it. American elders fixed this with light dinners eaten earlier, as advised by the AHA in 2025. Finish meals 3 hours before bed, opt for salads, lean proteins, and veggies under 500 calories. This can enhance sleep onset by 15 to 20%. Try portion control and herbal tea post-dinner. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips coming every week, and you don't want to miss the next one. Now, number 2 is a nightcap many rely on but shouldn't. At number 2, using alcohol as a sleep aid, like a nightcap wine or beer to unwind, is a habit that wrecks your sleep by causing rebound wakefulness after 60. It may help you nod off faster, but it fragments later stages, so that it can also reduce REM sleep by 20 to 30% per a 2024 study in alcoholism, clinical and experimental research. A 2025 report from the Sleep Health Journal found that even moderate alcohol cuts overall sleep quality by 25 to 35% in older adults, and that this can also lead to next-day grogginess and higher anxiety. Scientifically, alcohol suppresses initial deep sleep, but metabolizes into stimulants that arouse the brain midnight, which can also dehydrate you and worsen snoring or apnea in seniors. Consider George, a 70-year-old retiree from Illinois who varied his bedtime with evening beers for relaxation, but he woke frequently feeling unrested. He learned alcohol was the saboteur after a sleep app, and quitting transformed his rest. American elders fix this with non-alcoholic alternatives, as suggested by the NIH in 2025. Try mocktails, warm milk, or chamomile tea instead. This can restore natural sleep cycles by 20 to 25%. Experiment with recipes like herbal infusions for a soothing ritual. But number 1 is the mental trap that keeps many tossing. Topping our list at number 1, stress or worry at bedtime, like ruminating on the day's events or tomorrow's tasks, is a habit that wrecks sleep by activating the fight or flight response after 60. This mental churn elevates cortisol so that it can also delay sleep onset by 30 to 40% and fragment rest, according to a 2025 study from the American Psychological Association. A 2024 report in the Journal of Sleep Research linked bedtime stress to 25 to 35% higher insomnia rates in seniors, and that this can also contribute to long-term cognitive and heart issues. Scientifically, worry triggers the amygdala to release stress hormones that inhibit melatonin, which can also raise inflammation and lead to shallow sleep and morning exhaustion in older brains more sensitive to cortisol. Take Helen, a 64-year-old widow from Colorado who worried nightly about family, causing insomnia. She discovered stress was the root after journaling, and calming practices fixed it. American elders fix this with journaling or meditation, as endorsed by the Mayo Clinic in 2025. Spend 10 minutes writing concerns or meditating to clear the mind. This can improve sleep quality by 20 to 30%. Use apps like Calm for guided sessions or a bedside notebook. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit that like button and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips coming every week, and you don't want to miss the next one. So there you have it, the 6 habits that can wreck your sleep after 60, along with proven fixes from American elders that turn things around. From consuming caffeine late in the day that lingers and disrupts rest by 20 to 30%, to using screens before bed that suppress melatonin and cut sleep quality by 20 to 30%, irregular sleep schedules that throw off your internal clock, leading to 15 to 25% more fatigue, heavy evening meals that cause discomfort and reduce deep sleep, alcohol as a false sleep aid that fragments rest by up to 50%, and stress at bedtime that spikes cortisol for 30 to 40% longer wake times. These common pitfalls, if left unchecked, can rob you of energy and health. But the fixes we shared, like switching to decaf afternoon that improves onset by 15 to 20%, creating screen-free routines with books to boost melatonin, sticking to consistent bedtimes for 20 to 30% better quality, opting for light dinners earlier to aid digestion, choosing non-alcoholic alternatives for unbroken rest, and using meditation to calm worry that enhances deep sleep, these simple changes, drawn from 2024 and 2025 studies by the CDC and NIH, can restore 20 to 40% more restorative sleep, and that this can also add years of vitality. The key is starting small. Pick one habit to fix this week, track your sleep, and build from there so that you wake refreshed and ready. One more crucial reminder. This is general info from trusted sources like the CDC and AHA. It's not personal medical advice. Sleep issues can signal underlying conditions, so always consult your doctor before changes, especially with apnea or meds. Now, which habit will you tackle first? Or what's a fix that worked for you? Share in the comments. We're replying to all. Your story could help others. Thanks for watching. Break these habits, embrace the fixes, and sleep your way to better health. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for more tips. Stay rested. We'll see you next.